Hey, this is Taylor here at Truck World RVA. Today I'm going to take some time and look at this 2007 Peterbilt 335. It's a Eaton Fuller 8-speed Cat C7, 14-foot IMT Dominator bed, 60-25 crane. It's about a 10.5 capacity and a 25-foot two-stage hydraulic extension. The bed has just been sandblasted and repainted. The exterior of it shows like new. We only paint the exterior of the body. We don't paint inside the cabinets or underneath. New bed liner applied to the front of the bins, as well as on the bumper, inside the bed. Miller Welder hydraulic compressor, product tanks, nice large rear work deck bumper. The goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So I'm going to take some time on the first half of the video and we'll take a look at the cosmetic condition of the truck. Any flaws I'll be sure to point out. Second half of the video we'll go underneath the truck. In the first half of the video I'll go underneath the truck, inside all the bins and inside the cab. Second half of the video we'll run all the equipment on it and run the engine, the crane, the compressor, the welder, and do a full demonstration on how everything works. If you do have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. The goal of these videos is for the reality of what the truck is and your expectations to match up and to meet. So if there's anything you need more close-up pictures, videos, or information on, again, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487, and I'm happy to send over any additional info you might need. You have your steps and your batteries located right under the steps. Little grease right here on the door, but no real dings or dents that I see on the cab itself. Air ride seat, spring ride rear. Have a little rip here in the driver's seat back. The seat bottom is new. You have locking rear diff. And again, it's an 8-speed Eaton Fuller with a low. Headliner's in good shape. One little chip right here on the driver door. A couple chips here on the hood. Overall, considering the age of the truck, the cab's pretty clean. New steer tires on the front axle. A little bit of surface rust on some components here. Overall, the frame is fairly dry, not a whole lot of rust really to speak of or notate. If you'd like a full list of everything we've done to the truck prior to offering it for sale, I'm happy to send that to you as well. I can provide parts and labor receipts for everything done to the truck before we listed it. Anything we find that needs address, we take care of on the front end. So the goal is for the truck to be turnkey, ready to work, and not need anything right out of the gate. So again, I can provide receipts and info for all the work we've just done to the vehicle. Some paint failure here around the passenger headlight lens. Fuel tank and steps. Passenger door is clean as well. I don't see really any scratches to notate there. Again, the bed is an IMT Dominator bed. New bed liner applied to the tops of the bins, the front of the bins, as well as on the workbench, rear bumper, and inside of the bed. I'm gonna go ahead and crawl up underneath the truck. of slow so the camera can focus there. See, the bed floor is nice and dry. Frame rails are nice and dry. All the bin floors are dry. New drive tires as well. Front two cabinets are taller, so your front passenger one cabinet is your torch cabinet here. Plenty of space for torch bottles. Passenger two cabinet is also a tall cabinet, and it has shelving throughout. So tons of shelves in here. Lots of storage space in this bed. That's just some water and dirt. No rust in the bin floors. They're actually extremely dry. At least these two compartments are. Passenger third compartment. One shelf. It does have these inner tab systems as well. So you can easily add more shelves, move shelves around. A little bit of surface rust in the very back of this compartment. And then again, just some water we need to get out. He just finished rinsing these out. He needs to just wipe up the rest of the debris on the bottom and get the water out of there. That's why there's water. I will double check the top of the boxes as well, make sure there's no areas for water intrusion. But he literally just got done spraying the inside of the boxes. So in terms of the water, I think that's what we're dealing with there. Passenger wheel well compartment here. A couple of the doors are like this, where the lips are just kind of pulled away. It's a common problem on these IMTs. Just the bottom bracket that the rod goes through pulls away over time. We've cleaned it up and added some white caulk to it, just to make sure water does not go down and get trapped in there and rust through the bottom of the doors, as is a common thing that'll happen. You can see a little bit of it right there. So that's how we've kind of addressed it going forward. Coming back to the crane compartment here. Again, this is just all dirt and whatnot. That'll be rinsed off when it gets its final bath. One real craft hose reel. And all your controls for the outriggers and the bed lighting. Factory wireless remote. Here's a shot of the load chart. So it's a 10.5 capacity, 25.4 two-stage hydraulic extension. You have a large workbench rear bumper, hydraulic outriggers. Pass-through compartments for large tool storage. Does have a working vise. It's usually 50-50 on whether those still work. Pintle hitch receiver, trailer hitch wiring. Two steps, a little bit of damage to this step, as you can see here. The other step has a little bend in it as well, but not so pronounced. Up inside of the bed, you have your factory tie downs. Those are for your welding leads. Miller Trailblazer 302 welder. Then your product tanks are up here, with the reels and dispensers and transfer pump as well. Again, in the second half of the video, we'll demonstrate the crane and all the equipment on it. Nice and dry underneath. Driver rear compartment. All the latches close, lock, latch, and seal as they should. We have the bin keys, and all the latches are keyed the same way. This door doesn't sit quite flush with that door. Definitely more noticeable in the video than in person. There's some things, oddly enough, that show up more on camera than in person, and some things that are, you know, the opposite. But that door being slightly out of square definitely looks worse in camera. Little spot here, just where that interior lip got pulled and there's water inside there. Again, that's been cleaned up and then sealed up as well. So this compartment is open. One shelf up at the very top. One set of drawers, IMT factory drawers in this compartment. Obviously a used set of drawers, but they actually slide fairly decent. Still have pretty nice action to them. And then another set of drawers in this compartment. Well, that about wraps up the first half of this video. Again, if there's anything else you want to see, any more close-up pictures, videos, or information you might need, call or text 804-716-8487. I'm going to go ahead and start the truck. We'll take a look at the engine, and then we'll run all the equipment on it. 300 horsepower rated C7. All right, so before we get into running the crane, talk a little bit about the lighting. You have a front strobe here, a bunch of side LED work lights, top strobe up on the headache rack as well. The whole side of the truck is lit up with these large LED work lights. They're super bright. Some of the compartments have interior LED rope lighting. You can see there. Some right there as well. Some in that compartment, and then some up in this compartment as well. Rear strobes, again, two more large LED rectangle lights on the back. One little light in here underneath the crane control box. Then more of those LED rope lights These are not working. More up here in the front two compartments as well. More side mounted LED work lights. So tons of light all the way around, especially exterior lights. Those are super bright, really nice. That's all the lighting the truck has on it. Outrigger controls are in here. Crane is run off a wireless factory remote. Let me turn this on and then we'll run the crane. Again, the crane's run off this factory wireless remote. You have some boom tip lights as well. Another light at the base of the crane. This thing's got lights everywhere. It's out to its full extension of 25 feet. You'll notice the truck idles up and down depending on the load. So when you're running crane operations, it'll go ahead and idle itself up. And when you stop, it idles it back down. It is speed controlled off the trigger, so you can ease it in and go as slow as you like. Just easing on the trigger, you can pull it full speed, like so. idle the truck up off this one right here, then right here. Turn your compressor on. Melts up air fairly quickly. Tank hadn't been emptied in a while. Turn the compressor off just like that. Shut the truck off from the remote as well. Go ahead and turn all the lights off. So once again, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Again, this is a 2007 Peterbilt 335 Eaton 8-speed C7 300 horse truck. If you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. Again, this is Taylor at Truck World RBA. This is all that I buy and sell. If you're looking for something similar, feel free to give me a shout. Anything that's a mechanic's truck, any size, configuration, we do a little bit of it all. So give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks again for watching.